Hi everybody, it's Christina from cardmakingmagic.com. At the end of the first video with colouring with distress inks, we've completed all the skin areas on the image. So with this one, we're now going to move on to doing the hair. We're going to work on her hair. So we're going to use the plain water technique into the hair on the left side. Don't try and do it all in one go because it'll dry out before you need it or it'll make a mess. So just do it on one side, and I don't know if you can see it, but you can just see the water on the left hand side. I don't know if the camera can pick that up. So if it looks a bit too wet, just sweep some water off with your brush, and then you're ready to start colouring. So I'm going to do her hair with tea dye. So again, dilute some of the colour down. Take off the excess on your brush and then come in to the water part that you've just done and add your colour. Don't worry about shading at the moment, we're just applying the colour. Okay, and don't worry if it looks streaky. So that's the left side of her hair done. So I'm still working on this left hand side of the hair, and I've watered down some walnut stain. This is going to make the shadows in her hair. So the first thing we do is go around the outside of the hairline, and then if you look at your stamps, wherever the artist has put a line in, that really indicates where the shadow will be. So just follow those lines down, and I've also come into the bottom part. Now under the ribbon would be shaded, so I'm going to just work my way around the hairline and clean my brush and dry it off, but while it's still damp, I'm just going to blend in these lines so they're not quite as prominent. And this is why you're only working on one part at a time. So again, now I'm going to put some shadow where the other shadow lines are, and this would be the parting in her hair, which is always darker than the rest of your hair. And again, just blend them in. Okay, so that's the first part done of the hair, and now I'm going to do the same. I'm going to come back and blend this in a little bit more once it's dry, put some more shadow in once it's dry, but for now I'm going to do the right hand side. So again, with the clean brush and the clean water technique, just fill in this side of her hair with the water. Take your time, there's no rush. You'll get a better result if you just relax while you're doing it and enjoy it. It's quite relaxing to watercolour. So that's all that side wet now, and I'm just going to do this little bit down here as well. Okay. And again, go back to the tea dye and just add in very carefully in her fringe. Just fill in all the areas. This stamp, by the way, is from the Swalt collection from Crafter's Companion. There's some lovely images in the set, and they're very easy to colour. So just spread your paint around and then you can start to work on the shades. Okay, so now we need to go back to the walnut stain, and we're going to put some shadow in along this side of her parting and around the outside edge of the hair, and of course along the other lines that the artist has done. Now clean your brush, dry it off, and then blend in the shade. And again, come down to where it would be shaded under the ribbon, and again just blend in with your brush. Now around the fringe, the fringe that goes around her face would also be shaded. So again, carefully with your brush, just add in those shade lines around the hairline, and then blend it in while it's still down. Okay. Now what I like to do is just, with the darker colour, is just take your brush, make sure it's in a point, and just bring out some streaks in the hair, because nobody has flat coloured hair. And I think that's just about done for the hairline.